What's up, guys? Mindless again. I wanted to share another piece, and it's, you know what it is if you're looking at it. Shirogorov, Sergey Shirogorov's custom work, and let's just get right into it. This is the Shirogorov Hati Baikal is what it's called, and I thought I'd share it with you guys, just for the simple fact that full custom Shiros are rare. I've only done one other video. It's for a seashell full custom with Damascus and a 10V blade. If you look back in my channel, you'll see a video of that. That was my first full custom, and for the longest time, I always thought there was just production and custom, or custom division rather. The designations of custom and full custom, all that stuff with Shirogorov got a little confusing over the last couple of years, but now it's a very, very clear segmentation. There is the production knives, then there's the custom division knives, and then there are the full custom. This is a full custom. This is the handwork of Sergey Shirogorov, a very, very talented knife maker, and I had to share this one with you just for the sheer beauty of it. Also, the action. If anybody's ever owned or handled or anything with the Shiro, the first thing that pops out always is the smoothness and the action on the knife. I mean, it is just amazingly smooth. Beautiful, beautiful piece. So we'll put this down right here. In the past, you'd get like a black box. Inside the box would be like a Shirogorov microfiber, and inside that would be a little folded piece of paper you'd open up, and it was basically information about the knife and certificate of authenticity. This year, I'm not sure if it started this year or not, but this is the first one that I've seen where they're using a dog tag, and I like it a lot more. So what we're looking at here is the model name, Hati Baikal. The blade is Chad Nichols. It looks like an iguana pattern, but it's some type of Damascus. The handles are marbled carbon fiber, rather, and zirconium for all the pocket clip, backspacer, all that good stuff too. So just a killer piece, guys. This thing is just amazing. What makes this one even extra smooth is it's rocking double row roller bearing system. So imagine radiating it out from the pivot, coming out from the pivot, a bunch of cylinders kind of oriented this way, and multiple rows of them. So you get this extremely smooth kind of hydraulic feel. And this is Damascus too. Normally when you etch Damascus, you can kind of feel a little bit in the pivot. This is perfectly smooth. The etching is smooth too. I can't feel any of the lines in the blade. But more importantly is the action. This thing flips amazingly well. And a lot of people ask me about that. Okay, so on all their bearing system, is it a huge like leap from each system to the next as you climb the ladder from single row to double row? No, it's a very subtle difference. But it's there, and you notice it, especially on close. I mean, it doesn't free fall, but it's just so smooth. The term Shiro smooth, it's a real thing, you guys. So let's talk about the knife. It is a 4-inch cutting edge. The overall length is about 8 3/4 inches. So it's a decent sized knife, very comfortable in hand, contoured scales. The choice for the marble carbon fiber is just gorgeous, and I've always been a fan of this type of carbon fiber, and I think it started with watches. A few years ago, you saw it on Richard Mille, a bunch of other makers, Hublot, a bunch of other watch guys or companies started utilizing the marbled carbon fiber, and shortly thereafter, you started seeing it in knife makers. Kirby Lambert, guys like that were really keen on using it. Here, it is just stunning, and I know the camera doesn't pick up the depth of it. It almost has a three-dimensional aspect to it as light hits it. It has a very unique look to it. So, however, it is carbon fiber, so it's extremely lightweight and strong, and it lends itself perfectly to knife making. You can see the Shirogorov bear. Looks like it's milled or lasered right into the handle. Absolutely beautiful. You come to the blade and you see Chad Nichols' work. It is just a gorgeous example of Damascus. And more importantly, is the etch that was laid on it is perfect. The pattern is extremely, extremely clear. And it's gray and black, so very unique. I really, really, really like it. I've been really big on collecting Damascus blades recently, and this one has something special to it. Wicked sharp. It is a full custom. There's the, hidden hardware, Shiro pocket clip, and then that famous backspacer, and there's the lanyard hole kind of integrated into it. Beautiful, beautiful work. The carbon's only on one side. The back side is a titanium, and it's been like, I think it's DLC coated actually, this dark gray. And it looks good against the black zirconium. And they're actually finished in the same way. It's kind of like a light orange peel. Very, very beautiful. On the custom division, or rather on the full customs, only the full customs have this kind of duckbill, duck foot type pivot. And it's gorgeous. The thing that sucks is if you buy the Shiro tool, it does not have the bit for the full customs. It only gives you the bit for the custom division or production knives. But that's the first giveaway, that it is, in fact, a full custom. Secondly, if you look at the inside of the backspacer, you'll see that it's been signed by Sergey himself. This piece was created in January 2016, so about 3 months ago. I got it about 2 or 3 weeks ago. And so TKI was just a few months ago. While I was there, Shirogorov had a great showing. They brought some just grayly knives. One of those was this piece right here, and unfortunately I did not win this piece or bid on it. But if you're ever looking for a Shirogorov brand new, you really want one, the place to go is Recon 1. Call Sako, tell them you watched it on my video, and I don't know how it works, but Sako has direct access to Shirogorov knives, and he gets them brand new and stocks them all the time, from productions, custom division, and full custom. So I let him know at the show that, man, I'm really interested, I'm feeling that knife. So flash forward a couple months, about 3 weeks ago I get a call. He says, hey, I have two full custom Shiros here. One is the Hati Baikal. The other one is, I don't even know what it was, another seashell, but it had like copper accents. It was just absolutely gorgeous. But it was too close to the 10V one that I had already in my collection. This was the piece that I wanted. So we worked a deal, and I had it the next day, and I just could not be happier. It is an absolutely gorgeous example of a Shiro. And I can't stress this enough. I think I've seen it over and over, and I've experienced it myself. When you first handle a Shirogorov knife, you're immediately blown away by the quality of the build. It is absolutely perfect. And there's no, it's not really a handmade knife. You know it's CNC'd, but it's finished by hand without a doubt. The tolerances are perfect. Everything is absolutely perfect. And I've never heard anyone say they're unhappy with a Shiro, unless it's way back in the day when they first were coming out, when they first when they came stateside. Yeah, there were issues, but they were relatively new knife makers at the time. At this point in their evolution, guys, they've got it dialed in, and every single Shiro, especially the customs, are absolutely amazing. Amazing. They do not free fall. I can hold it there all day, just one kick, and it goes down. Perfectly done. Sergey puts a steel lock bar insert. Lockup is extremely early, and that also acts as a over travel stop. You can see the tab kind of radiating out. Even the hardware on the lock bar has that duckbill, and there's one right there, and there it is right there. So it is a custom knife. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful knife. Wickedly sharp. All the Shiros I've ever owned are wickedly sharp. And no exception here. This thing is just beautiful. It's very easy in the collecting game to get hooked on Shirogorov and just collect Shiros because the quality's there. You never feel like you overpaid. it feels like a high-end quality custom item, without a doubt. It is just a well-sorted knife. And the action, you could sit here and flip this all day long. I compared the two knives, this and my other full custom, and the Damascus is definitely heavier than the 10V, and you feel it in the blade on deployment and close. However, the smoothness is not sacrificed. Sergey has it dialed in. He knows how to make a knife smooth. Another difference is the pivot. It has the same, duckbill thing, but the pivots are different. It is, I don't know why or what they've done. It looks like it's a pivot collar around it, but I don't think it's a collar. I think it's just all one piece. And on this side is kind of what you see for adjustment. And it is different than the other one I have, slightly, but still beautiful. And I'm glad that he kept with that, style of pivot, so it's a full custom. The relief cut is on the inside, so it's uninterrupted over here, very smooth, and the pocket clip is exceptional. It works so well. I mean, honestly, it slides in and out of the pocket perfectly, as all Shiros do. I mean, honestly, as a pretty seasoned collector, I think of myself as a relatively seasoned collector. If I was to have just a few knives in my collection, I would strive to have one custom Shiro on there, just because the quality. You'll be happy with it. It is just, it's there, without a doubt. Absolutely. Absolutely. And the action is so addictive. I mean, you would flip this thing constantly. And in real life, I don't shake the knife closed. I'm just trying to demonstrate how smooth it is. It is absolutely hydraulic smooth. It feels like glass. And it never misfires. I mean, you just barely break it and it'll flip out. They have the detent dialed in perfectly. Just a great, great all-around piece. And I wanted to share it with you guys. Beautiful work. Absolutely beautiful work by Sergey. So guys, thanks for coming in, watching another video. If you dug it, please leave me a like. And comment below if you have any questions about this or any other videos. I literally try to answer every single question or comment. And if you're not subscribed, please do subscribe. I try to put out a video once a week. I've been sticking to Saturdays. But again, thank you for supporting the channel. All the kind remarks and the interaction is refreshing. It's why we collect. The community is why we collect. So this is the Shirogorov full custom Hati Baikal from Sergey Shirogorov and Shirogorov Knives. Thanks for watching. Take it easy, fellas.